So silicon is commonly added to steel to improve strength, elasticity and magnetic properties. Now you can understand how silicon is different from other alloying element because it also improves elasticity and magnetic properties along with strength. So the other functions which are performed by silicon when it is added to the steel, number one is it increases the strength and hardness, then it improves the elasticity. So once silicon is added and elasticity is improved, it is used to enhance the spring properties. So it is useful for spring steel. So all the applications where the steel is used to fabricate the shock absorption either in one product or other product, that means silicon is there, silicon is added in that. Then next it also acts as a deoxidizer. Deoxidizer means it removes the oxygen during the steel making process. Then it produces a sound and defect free steel. Anything which comes in contact of oxygen, any metal which comes in contact with oxygen, it forms the oxide like aluminum oxide and other oxides are formed. So which ultimately degrade the quality of the product. Then it also improves the magnetic properties. So it is also used in electrical steels like transformer cores. It improves the corrosion resistance to some extent. It also improves the heat resistance. So these properties are contributed by adding the silicon into the alloy steel. Then next is the sulfur. Silicon and sulfur are present in lesser amount. Sulfur also contribute in steel. It is generally considered an undesirable property in steel, but in controlled amount it can improve the machinability. This is a very important point. Sulfur and phosphorus are considered as an undesirable impurities in steel. But at the same time, if added in a small amount, they helps to improve the machinability. They helps to improve the machinability because in most of applications we have to machine the steel to manufacture the different component. So to improve the machinability of the steel, we added the sulfuric. So it improves the machinability. It forms the magnesium sulfide inclusions, makes steel easier to cut and machine, and used in free cutting of the steel. So that is helpful in making the different components. It causes the brittleness. It makes the steel brittle at high temperature. It can lead to cracking during the hot working. Then it also reduces the ductility and toughness. It produces the poor surface finish in some of the cases. It requires manganese to neutralize the harmful effect. Now the things are very important. There is a requirement of sulfur in the steel. The requirement is due to improve the machinability, but at the same time it also exhibits some negative, shows also some negative properties. It reduces the ductility and toughness. It produces the poor surface finish, but still we needed it to improve the machinability. So that is why it is added in a small amount, and it requires manganese also. When the sulfur is added, manganese is also added to counterbalance it, to neutralize its harmful effect. So that is why the sulfur is added to the steel. The last property of the last alloying element which is added to steel is cobalt. Now cobalt is added to steel to improve the performance at high temperature and to enhance the hardness. So it increases the hot hardness, red hardness. Hot hardness, red hardness means when the material is treated at high temperature, like in boilers, furnaces. It improves the high temperature strength because the material is meant for the hot hardness. So it improves the strength at high temperature. Then it also enhances the wear resistance. Magnetic properties are also improved. The material which is meant for working at high temperature, it means its cutting it is also refines the grain structure. So these are the properties of alloying elements. So let us recap it and see what various alloying element we have discussed. So we have discussed the chromium as an alloying element, and then nickel as an alloying element, then molybdenum as an alloying element, then vanadium as an alloying element, then tungsten as an alloying element, then manganese as an alloying element, and then silicon as an alloying element. All these material improves the properties, but when it comes to the sulfur, so sulfur is an undesirable impurity, but at the same time it is only useful to improve the machining and counterbalanced by the manganese. Then what is there which also improves the hardness, strength, and at high temperature. So these are the alloying elements and their effect when they are added to the steel.